Hi, my name is Eric Hill, and I've written the book, What Preachers Never Tell You About Tithes and Offerings. This morning, our little mini teaching is going to be on tithes and the Tower of Babel. And I want to read this story to you quickly from Genesis, the 11th chapter, and I want you to see if you can recognize any similarities between what the builders in this story did and what we're doing today. Okay, Genesis 11:1. Now the whole earth had one language and one speech, and it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. Then they said to one another, Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly. They had brick for stone, and they had asphalt for mortar. And they said, Come, let us build ourselves a city, and a tower whose top is in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, and lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth. But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the sons of men had built. And the Lord said, Indeed, the people are one, and they all have one language, and this is what they begin to do. Now nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them. Come, let us go down there and confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from there over the face of all the earth, and they ceased building the city. Therefore its name is called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of all the earth, and from there the Lord scattered them abroad over the face of the whole earth. Now, that story, we've heard, maybe we've heard about it before. But anyway, in this story, people had gotten together to build a project, and it was going well. So well that Almighty God looked from heaven and said, Hey, these people are working together. They are one. They are unified. The only problem was the project they were doing did not please God. Now, we don't know why. There are some stipulations that, well, because they said we're going to build a name for ourselves or whatever it was, we do know this. They were building, they were busy, they were unified. God didn't like it. And God said they will succeed in what they're doing. I'm going to stop it. Now, this is the point that I want to make in regard to tithes. Often a tithe preacher will say, well, it's working. We're raising money. We're doing the will of the Lord. And so because it's working, this must be God. Well, I'm thinking about this story here and why God put it in the Bible. I think he put it there so that we will not fall for the rules that if we are doing something and it is apparently working, this must be God. So look at what you're doing in your church, in your ministry. Are you misrepresenting God and benefiting from it? Are you cursing God's people? Quoting Malachi 3:10, telling them that if they don't give you their money, that they're going to be cursed. Are you bribing them? Telling them that they're going to be blessed because they give you their money? Won't they be blessed if they help anyone, anywhere in the name of the Lord, or is it just you? So the point is, let's stop using false signs of success. For instance, remember in Luke 16 chapter, I believe it is, where Jesus was talking to the Pharisees, who also had signs of success. They were, materially prosperous. But Jesus said that the things that are highly esteemed among men are an abomination to God. Or the very things that you prize and cherish, I hate them. Now, isn't that the way of the world? Isn't that the contrast, the great contrast between Almighty God and us? His ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. As far as the heavens are above the earth, so far are his thoughts above ours. But that ought not to be. But that is the way it is, at least morally. at least when it comes to thinking with an eternal perspective. So I just want to encourage you to stop looking at a false standard. The issue is not what you're doing working financially. The issue is, are you in truth? The issue is, are you hurting one person to help another? It is not right to misrepresent God, to use guilt and fear and manipulation to raise money, and then take that money, do something good with it, and then say, hey, God is with us. Just a little something to make you think.